Have you ever wondered which country eats the most shrimp in the world? Shrimp is one of the most loved seafoods, showing up in dishes from spicy curries to creamy pastas, and from barbecues to sushi platters. It's small, versatile, and full of flavor, which explains why it has become a global favorite. But when it comes to sheer consumption, one country stands far above the rest, and that country is China. The story of how and why China eats so much shrimp is actually pretty fascinating. For starters, China is not only the largest consumer of shrimp, but also one of the biggest producers. With its massive population and a long tradition of seafood as a central part of the diet, shrimp naturally plays a huge role in everyday meals. Families enjoy shrimp in stir-fries, dumplings, hot pots, and countless other recipes that have been passed down for generations. Because shrimp can be cooked quickly and flavored in so many ways, it's the kind of ingredient that fits perfectly into both home cooking and restaurant culture. Another reason China leads the world in shrimp consumption is availability. The country has invested heavily in shrimp farming, with coastal areas and aquaculture industries producing millions of tons every year. That means shrimp is not only accessible but also relatively affordable, making it easier for people to include it in their meals regularly. In fact, when you walk through Chinese food markets, you'll see shrimp everywhere, fresh, dried, frozen, or even seasoned as snacks. It's truly a part of daily life. Of course, China isn't the only country that loves shrimp. The United States also eats an enormous amount, and in fact, shrimp is the most consumed seafood there, beating out tuna and salmon. Americans love shrimp in dishes like shrimp scampi, shrimp tacos, and of course, the famous shrimp cocktail. But even with that passion, U.S. consumption still doesn't reach the massive levels seen in China. Other big shrimp-loving nations include Spain, Japan, and countries across Southeast Asia, where seafood has always been a staple. So, what country eats the most shrimp? The clear answer is China, with its combination of huge population, strong cultural traditions, and booming shrimp industry. But what's interesting is how shrimp connects people everywhere, no matter where they live. Whether it's tossed into fried rice in Beijing, grilled on the beach in Thailand, or served with pasta in Italy, shrimp has a way of bringing flavor and joy to meals across the globe. It's proof that sometimes the smallest foods can create the biggest impact on cultures and cuisines.